that's, how do I say this? I don't know whether they're afraid to talk to me about certain issues with UPN, but they usually go to Jeff. Okay, they think that they're gonna, me and Jeff talk on a daily basis. So it's as if they try to take advantage of, one thing or another. They think that I'm being rude by being honest, and we're going to talk about that for a second. There's a lot of people who think that by me being honest, they confuse that with the word rude or ignorant or just a plain ass. Excuse my language, but that's the way that they consider me in the way that I deal with things. Okay, like I said, you have to separate business from your friendships. If you're gonna make friends, you keep that aside. When it comes time for a business, okay, I put $50,000 into this program, and I have yet to receive a dime back. So when it comes to business, I'm more serious-minded, and I have no compassion when it comes to business. This is not cash gifting. This is not a community arena. This is actual business, okay? And when we talk about businesses, you got to talk in a business mind state. We are selling products. We are selling, online products. And that's a business. I don't care what it is. You see a pizza shop as a business. McDonald's is a business. All these other places that are brick and mortar, they're businesses. Okay? They don't let their friendships come between their business. Okay? They don't invite their friends in and, to do all this kind of craziness. And they talk business-like. So when you think that I'm being rude or I'm being ignorant, no, it's just literal. And some people are not equipped to take the literal. Okay? When I speak literal. There's nothing ambiguous in the way I talk. If you want to, be a friend of mine, hey, friend request me, give me a call, drop me an email with your phone number. I'll give you a call. If you want somebody to talk to on a friendship type of thing. But when you're talking about business, we have to treat that sort of different. So people are going to Jeff. When I tell them one thing, they're going to Jeff. Okay, and it's vice versa. Yes, it really doesn't, Ron. If I was to sugarcoat everything, say, hey, everything's going to be fine. Just kick in your $30 a month. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be okay. Listen, 2 months from now, you're going to hate me for that. Okay, because you done lost $60. There ain't no training. There's no honest nature, and that's not the way I was raised anyway. And if you are a Facebook friend of mine, or you do see me in a Facebook group, you will see that if not nothing else, I am diligent. Okay, if not nothing else, I'm a go-getter. I get out there and I try to get at it. And if it's products that I'm trying to sell, I go out there and get the best that I can possibly do. And if somebody sort of not disrespects, but sort of, clowns or cracks on a program or cracks on a thing, I tend to get, I feel insulted that way. So, of course, I treat you with the mirror image. If you came at me aggressively, I'm going to come right back at you aggressively. And that's what they don't understand. If you want honesty, I'm the right guy. If you don't want honesty, there's a million other programs out there that you can go to. It's going to lie to you. Okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Listen, I'm probably the most brutally honest person to a point. And when they say brutal honesty, I do hurt people's feelings because that ain't what they want to hear. And that's what we was discussing today. And me and Jeff came to the conclusion that, listen, man, thank you. Me and Jeff came to the conclusion that it's like a good cop, bad cop, the way people see it. And it's not that way. It's not really that way. I don't police anything. I just tell people like it is. Hey, listen, there is no gray area with me. It's either yes or no. You can't, you're holding up my time. When I'm answering emails and things like that, you're holding up my time. That means you're putting me in hostage. And there's so many people counting on me to do what's right. So you're taking my time hostage. And that's not a good look. It's not a good look for this company. We're trying to beat the masses. We're trying to take when these products come out, 99% of what we have, we build it for us. So, you know what I mean? And as we're building, other people are building similar things, because as technology gets, out there, people do these products. They build these products, you know what I mean? And, that's what we do. We take the products and we put them in this $30 package. You don't have to go out there and spend $99 a month with, you know, for this, and $29 and $60 and $50 for this, that, and the other. We got everything under one roof. And that's what I do. And for me to not make money and then people call me ignorant and rude and I need to, you know, I'm trying too hard or whatever they say, I really don't care, because you know what, I don't lose no sleep over it. But, you know, to the people that, you know, I trust and, you know, trust me with their products and with their business, I mean, come on now, you know, I got to be a little aggressive when it comes to business. Like I said, friendships is one thing, business is another. And speaking of business, me and Kertan got off the Skype conversation earlier with the guy that's building our Facebook software. Okay, now our other Facebook software, I want to just show you this because this is what the elite membership is going to get. We're going to start this screen sharing here. Let me know when you can see the screen, please. Okay, all right, that's good stuff. Now, everybody knew about our social group poster. This is strictly for Facebook. And as you can see, if you can't blow up your screen, please. There's a way you can blow up that screen here. As you can see, these posts, I started this post today, and it posted for me 155 times today. Okay? And I want to explain the importance to this software here. Okay, the importance to this software is that you can have different messages within this. Okay, we're going to go to here. Let's go to My Sets. We'll open this up in a new tab so I can bounce around a little bit. This is the principle to all this. Hold on a second. I gotta answer this. Oh, okay. Kertan said he's working on the server side, so if it slows down a little bit, not to worry. Okay. What I wanted to do is I wanted to do a little bit of slash training here on this particular product. Now, if you're not an elite member, you're not going to see this until you are, and I'm sorry. That's just the benefits of actually running your business as a business, and this is, you know, this is not a charitable sport. You're still going to have a blog system, and you're still going to have our custom editor, but you will not have this poster. You will not have the video opt-ins. You won't have our Webcaster Pro. You ain't going to have the Facebook Post Planner, Twitter Planner, or LinkedIn Planner. You're not going to have none of that stuff. You have to be an elite member. We've put close to $9,000 into this, and that's not even including the other stuff that we got on the way that I haven't paid for yet. We got almost $9,000 into this system right here, and that's why it's taking us so long to get up and running. But I wanted to do a little training with you, okay, while we're doing this. Now, as you can see, this is my link, and this is the link that I'll be using each and every time. It doesn't matter how I post, because if you took a look at this link, it's got my main offers on that thing. Okay, the main businesses that I'm doing actually reside on that page. Okay, so that's, and listen, I'm using all the tools except for my green screen and my video camera, my camera here, that to do this. Okay, to make these pages and do all this stuff. But for the most part, I've been trying to use our stuff so that I can train you later on down the line. When the blog gets released, you're going to need training. So I wanted to train you on these subjects, so I got to get affluent to it too. Okay, so as you can see, each one of these things that I say is a link. That's my link. And I got a series of messages here. Okay, and this green box means this is the next message that's going to get posted. Now, I'm going to explain this situation to you. You have 20 different messages for each campaign. Say you got 2 or 3 different businesses. You want to come up here and you want to create a new message set. Here's one for UPN. Here's one for Penny Matrix. This is one just wishing you a great week. Here's PWI. Here was coffee for a test. I was doing testing. But here's one that I just mislabeled. This is supposed to be, you know, friend requests, okay? Because all I'm doing is just stopping by to see, you know, on the fine holiday season, I hope everything is well. That's the thing. It's saying that, you know, I hope that we can do business and network together and, you know, do something sometime in the future. And I'm not even mentioning my offer. And I'm just putting I'm just uploading random pictures. And it says, with the holidays upon me, I'm always into networking with people so I can get some extra income. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and you're going to join these groups, but when you go into these groups and they first accept you, you just don't want to start cramming stuff down their neck, because what they're going to do is they're going to hit you with spam and kick you out of the group and potentially get your application shut down. This is going to run off of your own application. It's not running off of ours, because we've been shut down quite a few times. None of our stuff is actually going to be running from our own applications anymore. We're going to teach you how to build these applications. It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty simple to do. It's not going to be no headache for you, okay? But these applications, you're going to build them from within Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter yourself. And we can show you how to do that. We know how to do it, obviously, or this wouldn't be working. But I got different, this link and this link text. This is the blue that's on all of the link text to kind of cover up the link. So what that is that's a masker. So if they click on a link, it actually goes to that URL. Okay. This is the image. You could put video in here. This is a bonus, because I haven't seen no posters yet that have been online, even ones for sale, that allow you to post a video. Okay, that's just unheard of. Okay, now this thing is just doing its job. I'm telling you now, it's doing its job. And I've got up to 20 messages. I think I got 11 different messages here. Okay, because every time I get some spare time, I'll come put my link in there. I'll put the link text in there. I'll just come up with a new theme, like here, do you need to know how I succeed? That's my link text in a bad economy. I said people often ask me, why it doesn't seem like I'm affected when the economy's bad. In my choice of careers, which I take 110% serious, it gives me the time and the freedom not to have to slave away from a 9 to 5 to barely be able to pay my bills each month. So I said, send me a friend request, and we could see what, if anything, can be done for you about your run-ins with the economy. So it's just a basic, post. It's not scammy, and I tell them I don't participate in a recession. I get serious-minded, because, listen, I'm going to tell you one thing that's going to lose you a lot of customers in this industry is if you skip over the fact that you have to network. If you skip over that fact, you're going to lose each and every time. It's not a mystery. I'm not joining with a company. I'm joining with the person that's promoting the company. So you got to represent yourself. You ain't got to represent no company. Listen, man, you know how they say that you could say, this guy right here can sell freezers to an Eskimo? Well, that's what you have to do. You have to be that super salesperson. You have to get that mentality. But you also got to understand the basic principles. When it all boils down to it, it's all 110% about networking. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're going to get into that about the poster. Now, what this does is it sets it on a schedule. Okay. Now, when we're going to open this up to the scheduler. I'm going to show you what it does. Once you schedule these messages, okay, now what you're going to want to do is mess around, okay? You're going to want to mess around with the timer, okay? And what happens is, in the history, once you schedule a message, it'll go right to your history, and it'll tell you successfully posted. It'll say you do not have permission to post in this group, so you might want to look up at this be part of the moment, and you might want to leave that group, because they're not going to let you post in there anyway. Sometimes it'll give you this API call. This API call is a server issue. It's not something that we can control. It's usually a server issue, but as you can see, there's more successfully posted than anything. We found out that that is a server issue. That issue 200 means it was a server issue, throwing that post to Facebook. But it will go back in rotation, because if you're paying attention to the scheduler, see how it says enable message looping? That means that you can loop the message. Okay, so it'll continue to keep posting for you, and it loops your messages. So what a message loop is like I said, it'll go to one group. Okay, say this is one UPN group that this post is going to. When it goes to post again, it automatically slides to the next message and posts this one to a different group. And then the next group in line, it'll come down here and grab this message and post that in that group, and so on and so forth. And you know what this does? It plays heck on Facebook, because Facebook's looking for the same exact post. It's looking for somebody posting multiple times. People that are professional post users, ask Ivan. He could tell you it is beneficial to you to change up your posts. Don't post the same thing in all the groups. don't post the same thing a couple times in each one of these groups, because you're going to go to Facebook jail. If anybody knows about Facebook jail, it's me. I know a lot about Facebook jail. I've been in it a million times. So I'm just telling you that this alleviates all that. Okay, so if you come in here and you load up your messages and you set them on rotate, okay, you set all your messages up, you could play with this time. I'd never go 30 minutes. There's just too many groups. It would take days and days and days for it to start posting this stuff. But I would set in between 5 and 15 minutes. I would try out the 15 minutes until the poster, till it starts getting used to you, and then I would drop it down to 10 minutes, for a couple days, and then I drop it to 5 minutes. By then, it'll know that your application is pretty popular, because when you build an application in Facebook, they take a look at this stuff. And this is a more complicated build than normal. Okay. Now, say all your messages ran out, you could just hit the button and reschedule it. The neat part about this is if you don't want it going out every 15 minutes, you think that you can increase the increments, you could push the 10 minutes and hit the reschedule button, and it will reschedule it all for you. It does that from the server side, so you will never have to worry about that. But we're going to take a look at what this all looks like in your Facebook, because it can get kind of groovy. I like it because in all actuality, you see at 8:59, 1 minute before I turned on the camera, I posted. And I was in GVO. Trust me, I was in here trying to get on this conference. It ain't me posting. But as you can see, that if you look down here, I mean, this is all the stuff that I've done today. I commented on Jeff's stuff. But if you look down here, it's either me posting or commenting on someone, or it's all these posts. Okay. Look, that's, post, 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 post. It's just going to keep going down, and it's an absurd amount when you're looking, because it's just going to keep dropping and dropping and dropping and dropping. And these are all the posts that I put in the planner. And it hasn't stopped. It hasn't paused. It hasn't sent me a flag. It hasn't sent me a warning. It didn't say that it was threatening to cancel me. It didn't say none of that stuff. It didn't say anything. Okay. This is just going to continue doing it until I stop it. If I don't stop the scheduler, it will continue to bounce around these groups. Okay, and it's still going to continue doing it. And if you don't believe that it actually works, we can go live. It said that it posted it at 1959. We'll go down here to 1959, and we'll take a look and see what was posted. Okay, 16 minutes ago, so that's right around here somewhere. Unless I'm missing something. They might have deleted it, because I've been on this poster all day today. An hour ago. Let's see here. There's the post right there. 19 minutes ago. Okay. We'll go to another one just to show you that it works. There. What's this? This was 1944. So we're going to slide down here and see if it posted in this group here. See? Let's see. That was how long ago? That was July. See, this might be holding my posts for yeah. See, see, this is what it's doing. It's saying 8 pending. So look, I've been hitting this group. I've been hitting this group hard because he got all my posts pending. So what I would do is I would just turn this off. I'm going to go in here right now, and I'm going to leave the group, period. I'm going to prevent it from adding me. That's probably a smart thing to do because, my posts are going to add up. I don't really care. I know the guy that owns the group. I really don't care for the group anyway. There's another thing that people are going to be excited about, and that's the search groups function. Say you don't even know nothing about the groups. You're a new member. You have no clue. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about these groups. What you would come in here and do, you would say, okay, well, we're in a niche of blog systems. Okay. Say you wanted to get into some blog systems to go ahead and say, hey, UPN got this massive blog system. Well, you would go to these blog systems. That's probably not a good keyword. But let's say multi-level, that's MLM. MLM. You would search out a group, MLM group. And what it does is it scrapes all of Facebook. And here's what it does. See, you can just go right click, open in a new tab. If you're not part of this group, you see how many members are 7,910 members. You just go ahead and press, join the group. And this is how, and in 1 or 2 days, that group will, if they're, if they're any kind of anybody, this is one of our UPN members right here is one of our good leaders. What they're doing, what they're doing is, look at this, 3,984, you just hit the join group. And in a couple days, one of your friends is going to be in there anyway, so they're going to add you to the group. Skeeter added me to a couple groups today. You just keep going down here, and if you like what you see, like sometimes the smaller groups are the ones that's going to respond the best. You understand? And you'll see a lot of the same people in these groups because that's what they use them for. They use them to advertise. So what you'd want to do is just keep coming over here and putting in these keywords, and you'd search the groups, and you can go ahead and, join the groups from here. So believe me when I say it, this is one of the most powerful tools that's out there. Here's another tool that I wanted to kind of highlight because this is not getting the attention. This is not getting the attention that it should. This is what I call the Facebook autoresponder, okay? Because when you hit the autoresponder, you look here and it's got Facebook ranked that would get response AWeber, iContact, or your customer other. Now you can put your autoresponder in this, but I like the Facebook autoresponder because when you come in here and you make a Facebook button, you could say whatever you want on this button. Click this Facebook like button now. Click this for anyone that clicks this button here gets a free product. If you've got an ebook to give away that pertains to what they was doing, you could put a redirect URL in there, however you wanted to do it. When they click the button, they can go to another site. It'll like your stuff. But the autoresponder part is if they click your Facebook like button, that's what you call a special list. So when you go ahead and hit the Facebook and say, hey, we are live on this webinar, okay, and like I said, I like to keep it clean when I do this because it's important because some of these people are on in UPN. So what I do is I come down here and I drop that webinar link in that URL. So when I send out this message, it's going to say please wait. Takes a couple seconds. What happens is it's going to go through the routine. It's going to check everybody that's ever clicked that like button, and they're going to get this, hey, we're on this live. We're live on this webinar. Okay. Now it said 50 out of 73 notifications, 23, and it says people that removed the app was 3. So I sent about 70 of these out, and when you go look, the reason why I like it is because it pops up in your Facebook notifications. You see, hey, we are live on a webinar, and when you click it, it doesn't take you back to Facebook. It actually takes you right straight to the webinar page. You understand what I'm saying? So this is pretty cool in that aspect. All right, that's what I mean. And they see the 29 people's online, on the webinar. That's pretty cool, and by that effect, like if you need to send out all your team members a message. You have to send them out a message at some point. You got to tell them about something important that's coming up. That's the quickest way to do it, especially if they have a Facebook account. Okay, that's pretty awesome. Actually, that's pretty awesome. It doesn't get the attention. There you go. See, so it works, Frank. It doesn't receive the automatic attention that it should because that's a very special thing because people really don't realize when they click that button that they actually click into your autoresponder. And is it sneaky? Yes. Okay. But it's just like any other autoresponder. You can leave. You see how it says that the people who have removed my application? There's 3 people. They got tired of seeing these tests. That's why I never really wanted to run it in the first place because people will they'll be less likely to sign up for my notifications when I take this to a whole new level. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to take my marketing campaigns to a whole new level, and I'm going to train everybody how to use all this stuff, so that when you're trained, you're going to get similar results. If you put in my work, you're going to get similar results. We're going to go to this UPN video opt-in, And this means that if you use video and you don't want to use a capture page type of system, you can use the, I got it set up somewhere else, but you can use the UPN video opt-in creator to play a video, and you could set a time in there, 25 seconds, 30 seconds, 2 seconds, whatever. And as soon as you're doing in the video, you say, hey, why don't you put your email in the box? The video stops and the email box pops open. They can press play all they want to, and nothing's going to happen until they drop a legitimate email address in there. When they put the email address in there, it goes back to your autoresponder system, and then it plays the rest of your video. It's real neat, real neat stuff. It's real neat stuff. That's probably, you know, a real good asset for anybody that's using video. Yes, it is, Ronald. That's a really good. That's a really good tool if you're right. If you use it right. So listen, a leader is going to always use the tools what they're used for. Listen, if you're coming here for a spam bot, it's just not one of them things that I care to partake. Okay, I'm not into all that, you know, spam bot stuff. Not into it. Okay, I don't really like it. I don't like when people use it because we get in trouble for it. Okay, well, we're going to go to this page just for giggles because I could show you what this other thing does. Okay, this other video thing. Now, you know, for those who hit this page before, you've seen that this screen was all different before. Okay, because I posted the webinar from the other night, thanks to Robert, true leader that he is. Ivan and Robert both recorded the webinar, and Ivan's sound went out, so we had to use Robert's, and thank goodness he had the wherewithals to go ahead and push that button. But I wanted to show you about this other tool, and they're pretty easy. Once you get to navigate this little tiny thing right here, once you get to navigating it, you're going to be 10 times better off. Okay. This one is called Instamagic. We're going to be branding that to our own sometime soon. But for now, it's called Instamagic. And what it does is you can have these videos, right? Matter of fact, we're going to go out of here, and I'm going to show you what this does when you're on a page. Okay. I can't show you here because it's not really actually on a page. But this is like the global video code, so you can use your what they call a short code. Okay, when you use a short code, it's without all that HTML stuff, the brackets, all that other stuff that you usually have with an embedded code. It doesn't have that in this instance. Okay, here, let's see if we can edit. Okay, now when you're looking at this page, this is like the controller for this video. Okay, this thing controls how your video looks, how it acts, how it responds. Okay, this would be the text that you see in the actual page. But when you scroll down here, this is the webinar video, and you could put up to 10 videos in this thing. Okay, on one page you could have up to 10 videos. Okay, thanks, Rob. We appreciate you because I didn't turn on the recorder at all. Okay, now as you can see, here's the options you can have. You can put SEO to this video. Okay, you could put, you know, your SEO here, and this goes behind the scenes. For people that don't know what SEO is, it's a search engine optimization. That's how the robots pick up the sites for the first page of Google. Same principle, okay? But that controls that. You can control the behavior. I can take this behavior, and if you look at it, here we're going to take a look. When you load this page, it's going to show you the behavior is just to autoplay the video. Okay, now when you're controlling this page, when you set this controller on this page and you take the autoplay out, and we're going to go up here and we're going to, you know, publish this thing, we're going to update it. When you go ahead and you refresh this, it's no longer going to autoplay, so it controls the behavior. Each little tab controls one part of what this video does. Now, when I refresh it, it's not going to autoplay anymore. See what I'm saying? So it automatically stops the video, so the user that gets on that page gets to choose whether it's autoplayed. That's okay, Skeeter. We got somebody to get it done. I don't care who does it, really, as long as it gets done. Okay, but we're going to go back to this video here, and I'm going to show you some of the things. You could change the whole appearance. Okay. Now, say I don't like that carbon fiber. I want it in a black LCD display. Here, I could just go up here like this, and I could update the page. And then what's going to happen is, see this border here? This border is automatically going to change because I changed it in there. And it makes it so much easier for people that don't know how to do that. and people that are just learning HTML and stuff, it makes it so much easier for them to just log in and click a couple buttons and things start happening. You understand? It's very, very simple, folks. Like you can make magic here. You could do it any way you want to. You could put a shadow above and below it. There's so many options with this thing. It's pretty incredible. Here, I got to slim these down so that we ain't got to scroll through all this stuff. Okay. Like I said, this tool right here, when you're using this for your videos, it's an awesome way to do things. Okay. No, it has nothing to do with the blog options. No, you'd have to go ahead and come in here and mess with it a little bit. Okay. You can have text go around the video. You could have it on the left and the right. You could have it on the right and the left. You could put it in the center. You could have no alignment at all. You could have 80% of the width. That means 80% of your page. It'll expand. Okay, you can change the way it looks. Like I said, I like the carbon fiber. You can control and embed it. Now, this is the one thing. If, say, somebody likes my video and they're on my team, say Skeeter, for instance. Skeeter's on my team. She's a big, massive leader on my team. And she says, you know what, John, I couldn't have said it better myself in that video. Let me use that video. Okay? I could click down here and say, okay, I'll enable it. And now I'll allow Skeeter to use her affiliate link in the video. Say I had a call to action or something in the video. I can have her use that. Okay? Now when we update it, it's going to show you a whole totally different video. Okay? Yes, and that's the whole principle. Okay? Now when you go do this, watch what happens here. Skeeter wants to use my video, and I want to allow her to do that. Okay? Now, it's here. Enter your affiliate link. Okay? Including your HTTP. Autoplay the video when you do it. Okay? It's saying affiliate link. So let's just go here. Let's just go add a link. Okay? We're going to autoplay it. We're going to center it in our page. Okay? And we're going to do 80%. Okay? And it'll say, you know, copy the result in embedded code, blah, blah, blah. Here's the embedded code for Skeeter to use. Not only does it have her link, it's my video. I'm giving Skeeter the chance to take this embedded video and use it for her own and put her own affiliate links in it. So what it does is it gives her the script to go ahead and put it on her own site. It doesn't even matter if it's the blog site or another site that she has. Doesn't even matter. Okay? Now say I make a whole bunch of videos for UPN and I make one whole page in my blog and say, here's the page, people, and you can put your own affiliate links in it. You can put your own stuff in it. You can do all your own stuff with my videos. Now, that's a leader, okay, because nobody wants their face out on 1,000 webinars and 1,000, you know, pages. I don't mind because I've been in the industry. I've been a video marketer my whole career, so I don't really mind. But if you're a leader, yes, you can set your team up with the most powerful video structures that you're making. If you make an ambiguous video like one from Adobe After Effects or something and you want somebody to use that video, say somebody was in, like I got one of the best pages in a particular company and say they want to use my videos, I could take those videos, put them as my global videos, put them on a page and send them the page link and say, hey, you could use all my videos and here's just how to do it. Now that's a team leader. What we're building here, people, is somewhere where you can prosper. Okay, this is not one of them jokes. This is not a game to us. This is what we do. This is what we do. And you're saying, okay, well, all these gurus, they get to do all this other stuff. Well, this is how they're doing it. Nobody's offering this to you for under a couple $1,000, but we're offering it to you for $30 a month if you get 4 people. Whoopee-doo. 4 people? Guess what? You get $6 a month for 4 people. 4 people, you get paid $6 a month, and you get a free toolbox. And nobody else has a better toolbox. Trust me when I tell you. And I'm not just bragging. That's not me bragging. I'm just telling you what the facts are. I've been around the block a few times. Okay, that's the appearance. Then the controls and embed, I'm going to take them off because that's our webinar. You can hide the controls. You can auto hide and slide the controls. When somebody's not mousing over it, it will hide the controls. You can allow somebody to blow that thing up full screen. Usually I let the people decide. You can put splash images in there. to begin your videos. If you're using a YouTube video, you can use their YouTube image. Okay, now here, here, I'm going to use the YouTube video image, and I'm going to show you something here. I'm not going to autoplay anything. I'm just going to show you something here. If you look at the way this is now, this is important, people. If you look at the way this is now, it's blank, it's whited out. You can update it, and you can actually use the YouTube video image, or you can use your own image. You know how they say that stuff? Any videos that do not have sound? No. Why would I do that? I don't know what you mean. See, so now it's going to use the YouTube video. Okay, you get the point on that one? You can use the YouTube video, or you could put, you know, the video picture that they use for your little your description of your video. No, I don't make those, Jonah. Yes, you can put in any picture you want. Yes. Yes. But this, it gives you the option of doing that yourself without having to rely on YouTube, rely on anything else. Your splash images, you could have your splash image, you know, it said it should be 900 by 506 in order to fit 900. It says cloak or link for the end image. Make into a buy button. Use it a hosted button code from PayPal. You could put a PayPal button in there if you're selling things on here. You could put a logo, a watermark in your videos. If you don't want nobody using your videos, you can put your own watermark or logo in there. It just tells you where to, you know, where do you want to put the logo. It'll ask you if it's in the middle of the video, the corner, the side, in the middle, however. You can cloak the link. You can put the logo's link in there. You can actually, if they click on the link, on the logo, I mean, they're going to be taken back to whatever site you want. You can create banner ads. You can put a banner ad in there. You can put viral buttons. You can put your Facebook like button in there, YouTube subscribe button, Pinterest, whatever. You know what I mean? You could do whatever you want in there. You could put a buy button in here for pasted PayPal buy now button. You have to go, but you can get one. You can put your opt-in email form in the video. Okay, Aweber is the HTML code for an autoresponder listed below. You'd say no. You can, and if you choose that, you could display it in so many seconds. You could, if your video is 5 minutes long, you might want to display it at 4 minutes and 58 seconds, and it'll display your HTML form. Yes, you can go to Animoto and do that. Okay, these are overlay videos. These are the videos that you do when you got a green screen and you erase the back. You could walk in from the right, you could pop up in the middle of the screen, you could jump down from the bottom. I mean, if you have the time and you have the patience to do this kind of thing, you could definitely make some very intriguing website pages with just this product right here, okay? And they give you the code to actually put in behind that video. So if you're doing this with video 1, you have to put this code right behind the video 1 code. Reputation management, this is coming. It says get reviews and build your list at the same time in 5 easy steps. The optional module is coming very soon, and we're going to get that when it comes. Okay, we're going to actually get that for this system when it comes. You don't have to worry about that. Okay, now you can enable Facebook and Open Graph SEO. Okay, your Facebook and Open Graph is where the link is posted. Now, if you take this link in Facebook, okay, what happens is it's an open graph format. So what happens is when you post this, it's going to automatically pick your picture. Okay, it's going to automatically drag your image that you wanted, and it's going to automatically drag your website. It's going to automatically drag one of your site. See, people, so when I'm telling you that I'm building a system for you, I'm not just building this for giggles. This is a very, very serious, time-consuming thing. And when you're in here 90 days and you're putting in effort, If you're in here about 90 days and you're putting an effort and you're not, and you don't have at least 4 members, you're doing something wrong. 90 days, listen, there's programs more than what you'll pay for this toolbox for 90 days. There's programs out there that 1 month, they're going to take up all your money. Believe me, I'm in one. So I'm just telling you, for a toolbox, it doesn't matter what you're promoting, how you're promoting it, what you're doing. This is one of the ultimates of toolboxes. And I don't say that to say, to be anybody. I'm not being anybody special. I just care about, our members. I really do. And I want you to have all this stuff. Just in case we didn't touch topic, we got 2 new webcasters, okay? Now, if you log into your lead capture page system, scroll all the way down the bottom to get those 5 letters that are in the back of, the lead capture page, because this is what happens. Click on one of these things. You're going to be able to check it out. You're going to be able to test it out. And there's a lot of them. And we get more and more each time, where a person either does an email capture, they do a call to action, and you could preview it. This is what you put on your page, okay? You click here for preview.
YouTube, of course, is one of the most visited sites in the entire world. And now I'm going to teach you a trick that you won't believe. You can actually place inside your YouTube videos. That's right, people will click on your link where you want to send them. You just need to know how to do it. And you'll learn that right here with YouTube Interactive. All you have to do is just tell us where to send it.
Okay, now that thing that he's talking about, the YouTube Interactive, we already have that. So what you would do is you would come behind here and you would take your autoresponder and you would put a responder in your system on your page. And if you wanted to create a list by giving away things, you could say, hey man, go to this page. I'll teach you how to market on YouTube. So whatever he's offering, you make that, and that's what you're going to do. You're going to build your list. This is a list building tool that you automatically get these webcasters right on your page. And if you look at this, it's going to ask you, you can display it on your home page, you can display it on your test page, you can display it on your posts, you can display it anywhere you want. Okay, you could custom display on any of these posts, how to thrive in a bad economy, on any of these posts that you're making, you can automatically put this there. You understand what I mean? You can attach this to just about anything. Okay, you can put that webcaster just about anywhere you want. Okay, any pages you've already done. Display after so many seconds, you could have it display after 2 seconds. You could have the background dim out until he's done speaking. You could put the video location in center, left, or the right. You can hide, behavior. Yeah, see, I'm not too sure about this, but here's your email capture. I used this for an example. I just put in the autoresponder code that I created from the back of lead captures. So, I mean, if you can't find better set of tools here. Okay. Now, just say, for instance, you want to, let's just say, hey, I want to create a new page. I'm going to go to my dashboard, and I'm going to create a new page. Okay, here. We're going to go to pages. We're going to add a new page. You can do this one or two ways. You can do this through List Machine too, but we're waiting on an update for that. Okay, so we're going to go webinar tester. Okay, and we ain't even going to add nothing. We're just going to publish that. We're just going to publish it. And you're going to be like, why are you doing all that? Because I'm going to show you in a second why that was done. We're going to open this in a new tab. Okay, and this is the webinar tester page. This is the header and the footer for this. Well, hold on, I want to maybe Curtan slowing this thing down. Okay, you can hit this edit the page. And what it's going to do is it's going to open up your editor. So you can actually sit here and see what you're actually putting in here. Okay. You could just go ahead and automatically make a template. You want an email. Okay. Well, we're going to apply this. We're going to hit the OK button, and guess what's going to happen? It's going to make you a page. That's how quick it is. It made you a page. Now all you got to do is edit the text. It made you a page. All you have to do is take this stuff and you got to widen it out a little bit. You know what I mean? And you come in here and you edit this whole page. Pretty slick stuff if you ask me. Now I could be wrong. This is pretty slick and pretty quick stuff if you know how to adjust things and make them, you know, square to a page. This is pretty quick. You know, and if you have stuff in Notepad that's copied and pasted already, you're nine times out of 10, you're already winning. Okay, you could take this out. You can add new stuff to it. You can add different bullet points. You could add different arrows, different graphics. You can add just about anything you want. You can make the page as long as you want. You can say what you want. You can upload your photographs to this thing. You can do just about basically anything you wanted with this little software, especially for a page. Well, I guess you get the point. But you can change just about anything on this page. Okay, and if you need to edit, you just go in here. It pops up a simple editor. If you wanted to edit it, if you wanted to make this bold and you wanted to change the color of it, it's pretty easy to do. You know what I mean? Yes, you could drag stuff around, and then all you got to do is you come up here when you're done. You can click save. Okay, now that's the actual page, right? So now you got this fancy page that you just made in about 30 seconds. You understand what I'm saying? You could drag all this stuff around. Okay, so you didn't like that. So you don't like that with the email Dropbox in it. Okay, so you go back here into another template and you say, okay, well, I want a sales page. I want something a little longer. I want something that's straight down the middle, straight down the pipe. We're going to go ahead, bam, and there you go. There's your headline. Here's your put a pre-headline message there. It's telling you what to do. You can just drag this stuff and center it if you need it centered. You know what I mean? You could drag and drop this stuff. You know, bam, put this in there. You know, and just to show you, okay, this is pretty easy to do. And I'm going to tell you what. You see how this page is all done? Here, we're going to go back over to here to these groups, and I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something that I made. This is something that I made in a couple here. Let's just go here to this page. Okay. This is something real simple, folks. I said from John Shirley, multiple streams of income. I tell them a little bit about why I chose to do a couple multiple streams. I erased some of the stuff that was in the middle, and here's the stuff that I want to promote. Bam, bam. I come down here, and first I started off with my toolbox. This is what I do. This is how I use it. Here's my toolbox. Here's my UPN tools. Here's the penny matrix. Here's the wake up now. I put my signature, my face, a Skype contact, and I said, hey, P.S. if you want to get on a newsletter, I erased what was in that box. I said, get instant newsletter access. I put an autoresponder thing in there for them to subscribe. You understand what I'm saying? That's all I did with that same exact page that's right here. This same exact page, I just made it crisp. I just took it and adjusted some things, took out some things, and used the same page. And that's what I'm using. You understand? And that's, look, there's no header, there's no footer. You understand? I could throw a header and a footer in this thing anytime I choose to. You understand what I mean? Real simple. You can make this, if you can type, you can make a page. That's what I'm just trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So when people are saying, oh, well, why don't you come buy this page for $50? Why would you buy some page for $50 when you can come here back here and learn this in an hour and create all of your pages? You can create all of your videos. You can create all of your campaigns. You can start building lists. You could start doing this. You could start selling products We got digital products back there that you can resell. You can start reselling them. It doesn't even matter. If they don't like it, so what? We just go with something else. We got to start putting them in UPN. Okay, you're in Penny Matrix, throw them in there. You're in PWI, throw them in there. You're in a coffee deal, throw them in there. Make as many pages as you want to. Rotate your pages. Make 20 pages, put all 20 different pages inside of your poster and split test them. I mean, you could send one to each one of these groups, send a different offer to each one of these groups. You could just be off of this computer. My whole goal is to get unmarried from this computer and get back to my regular normal scheduling program. You know what I mean? That's my goal. So if I'm trying to make it easier on myself, I hate making pages. I really do. I made them for people. I made them for people in the past. I've made 5-page websites in my lifetime. It's just a pain in the neck. You know what I mean? Well, especially when you could just come in there and hit an edit button. And if you make a mistake, if there's a spelling change, see, because the way you have to do it now, see all this stuff here? This is the way you have to build a page. You see all this crap right here? This is how you build a page. You understand? See all that coding stuff? You don't know what all this stuff is about. You understand all this code? Do you understand any of this stuff? This is how you build a page. Oh, yeah. And that's just one simple, stupid page. That's not even, it's not fun. You don't want to know. Here, we're going to split it. I'm going to show you. For one stupid little page that I changed one banner on, I had to change all this code. Here's what you get to see behind the scenes. This is how to build a page behind the scenes. And you can see it's just a couple banners. There ain't really nothing much to it. It's not even a big page. And look at all this code. This is what we see. This is what you see. You understand what I mean? This is what you see. So when you're building a page, you don't want to deal with all that. And this has to connect to all these folders. Look at this stuff. 342 files and 28 different directories. Total size, whatever that number is, 7,197,226,742 bytes of information is sitting there on this server. You understand? This is connecting to a server. And if you look at my files, this is all the different server packages that I deal with on a regular basis. You understand? This is not fun. This is not fun. And that was just one page. So can you imagine? You don't get to do all that because what you see is what you get in here. Okay? Now, on our Saturday training, I'm going to do more training on this autoresponder because it's an actual bona fide autoresponder system. So you're going to have to set everything up. Once you set it up one time, you're great. And if you read the directions in there, it's perfectly fine. So what I want you to do is I want you to get your thinking caps on, and we're going to do some training on that. Now, I hope that you learned something from here tonight, and I hope that although it's recorded, we can play it back. I hope that we get some more people live so that we can get questions, because I know when I used to watch videos on training, I had a question and it could never get a hold of the person that made the video, and it's hard to get your questions answered. So I'd rather have a lot of people live. Robert's been, cranking everything up. Skeeter's been cranking up Kertan. There's a lot of our leaders just in there, Ivan, just cranking it up to get people here. If you get people here, this sells itself. You don't have to do no selling. Send them to one of these training webinars. You don't have to do no selling. And I promise you, I assure you that UPN is going to be talked about. Listen, 2014, you can cancel Christmas. That's a wrap for all these other tools. That's a wrap. We put too much into it. And listen, we're not going to stop there. We're light years ahead of a lot of people, so we're not going to just stop there. If we see something come across our desk, you best believe that we're going to be trying to implement that tool, especially if it's a tool. So think about your questions, because we got about 5 or 6 minutes. If you have any questions, you got to let me know. Yes, I have to redo that whole video, Chris. You're right. You're absolutely right. That video was done back in June, I think. Yeah, I can make it more attractive. Okay, who on this webinar knows who Bootsy Collins is? Okay, and you know who George Clinton is too, right? Okay, well, I can't show you. But there's a number to their actual, the person, his name there. Okay. He is their sound guy. And they want to have a meeting with me about getting into MLM and affiliate marketing. Those two. Yeah. Bootsy and George Clinton might be coming to UPN. Hey, I'm being dead serious. And people thought I was joking the last time I said that when Magic Johnson joined us and the dude from Tubbs from Miami Vice, and there was a whole bunch of other famous people that I can't mention now because I'm under verbal a verbal promise I wouldn't mention. But there was a lot of stars in our other program too. You understand what I mean? Yeah, sure. I'm rushing out just to do that. No, they don't know nothing about marketing. I mentioned it to my man. He ran a record company. And growing up, he's older than me. So growing up, we went down there to get all our music. All our music was mixed. When we was kids, we was really into music. So he's working with them. He's like a producer and a sound guy for them. So you know he does something else. He does like 5 or 6 different things. He coordinates all the music for them guys. So I was just talking. I was just talking to. I was just talking to. Listen, his nickname's Funkster, and I was just talking to him. And he used to own a record shop and all this other stuff. And I was just talking to him, and he said, you know what? They was looking to get into affiliate marketing. And I said, well, it just so happens that I got the best toolbox on the planet. Now, if I could teach them how to do this stuff, and that's all they're about is music. If I could teach them how to do this stuff, and I could go out there and land them kind of people, man, believe me, 2014 is going to be insane. You can tell. It must be that attitude. Everybody thinks that I'm ignorant or something. I don't know. It must be in that attitude. Yeah, but see, I just want you to have the best that I could possibly get you, and I think that most of this stuff here, it all coincides with one another. And believe me, I know what's going to work. If you can, knock this marketer is the actual editing. Okay, it's this actual button, so you don't have to worry about that. This is the Facebook autoresponder. This is the social poster. Okay, this is the video opt-in. Webcasters, the webcaster guy that pops up out of here, it's still being edited, so I can't promise that's going to be up there, but that's where you get the automated webinars. You can create all the content you want. You can make exit pop-ups. You can launch a campaign. You could have a schedule on there. The membership thing, I don't know. I'm waiting for the update to see if we can release that. You can make squeeze pages as a viral list creator. There's a lot of tools in here that you can, real crisp and clean. Like you see how my page actually has no header, no footer. You can actually do that with List Machine. There's a lot of things that coincide with one another. But hey, Preston, listen. I don't care what people's opinions are. I just don't like when they go to my business partner and say that I'm rude. Or that I'm being ignorant, or that you'll never see another membership, or you're going to kill your company for your attitude. I really don't have an attitude. I just tell the truth. People don't want to hear that. They want to hear all the lies. They do. You ain't going to have to worry about that, Chris. It rotates the messages. You're not listening? It rotates the messages. It rotates them. It'll keep posting that to the same groups. Keep posting. If you don't change the message, it'll keep sending that same message. That's why you put 20 messages in there. By the time 2 weeks comes by, you'll have all 20 messages in all your groups. If you don't want to know, don't ask. Exactly. Yeah, tell you a lie. See, this is what, you know what, it pains me because there's a lot of people out here promoting things and they don't do it with UPN because they know that I'm brutally honest and I'll get on their case. They're out there, they're saying, "Hey man, listen, join me, join me." Shh, don't tell nobody. I'll put a couple people underneath you. They're doing that. And that's a big lie. It's a bold-faced lie. So that's why I get involved with this stuff and I don't really tell lies because I don't have to. The tools are what they are. They say what they do what they say. You know what I mean? I don't have to get on there and lie. I don't have to, and then when somebody says, "Oh, well, your tools don't work." Which tool are you talking about? Oh, all of them. Okay, well then what do you mean, all of them? The way I answer emails is the way I answer everybody. Like, hey, what do you mean it don't work? Okay, well then tell me what the problem is. I'll go get it fixed. We got 2 programmers. What do you mean? What's the problem? They can never answer me. You know why? Because they don't know how to read. And then they say, okay, why don't you cancel my subscription? And I say, okay. I say, okay. This is exactly what I say to them. I say, okay, I cancel it. As soon as you log in, I'm gonna walk you through what I say. As soon as you log in, okay, you log in, you scroll down to the billing information, okay? You click on billing information, and you see that big red button? I say, and click on the big red button. Okay, that's the only big red button that I see there, right? Cancel subscription. Now they get mad because I say that. No, you asked me to cancel your subscription. We're not allowed by law to cancel anybody's subscription. We tell you exactly how to do it, and you say that I'm being ignorant and I'm being rude. No, I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm giving you directions right to this cancel button. Push the big red button. No, it's not, Chris. I don't know what's in the, I don't have the desktop poster, Chris, so I don't know. You seem a little too interested in that, Chris. In that poster, Chris. You interested in how many groups you got, Chris? I don't know. I've never hit it. I don't know. I never touched it, Rob. So don't play with it. Don't play with it. Not after all the stuff, all the work you put in. Don't play with that button, Rob. I know you're tempted. Don't do it. No, I'm not trying. I'm not canceling my own account. Yeah, but see, my point being is when you tell somebody to just go do what they're supposed to do, he got insulted because he didn't know to go to his billing information. When you cancel something, where do you go? You go to your wallet, right? Or you go to your credit card, or you go to your bank, or you go to your Payza, right? You go in there. Well, when you cancel with Ultimate Profits, you go to where they bill you. You take your billing out of there. When they hit the cancel subscription, it takes you out of the matrix. Once you're out of the matrix, guess what? You don't get billed anymore. Not from Payza, not from Authorize.net. That's the easiest way to do it, and it records your IP address when you cancel that subscription, so that they can't say later on down the line, well, this company owes me like $6,000 because for the last 6 months I earned $1,000 and I never canceled my subscription 6 months ago. That's bull. No, I didn't block no IP yet, but I'm putting that in there. That's definitely going in there. And believe me, I have a IP blocker. Somebody on his webinar can verify. A couple people can verify that I can block IP addresses, period. I have one, and I do it quite often for members that just don't know what they're doing. They just they don't know how to talk to people or anything. Oh, listen, and they'll never be able to sign up from that IP address. They might be able to sign up from somebody else's, but they'll never sign up from there. And if I catch on, that IP address gets banned too. All that stuff's coming to us. We got to have IP address controls. See, Skater can verify. We already have that type of system. We've had that for years. You know, when they go to the site, they go to an epic fail page. They definitely go to an epic fail page. Believe me when I tell you. But I hope that you've had a good time. I hope that you've learned something new. I hope that you're anticipating these tools as much as I'm anticipating getting them out to you. I would suggest, listen, the regular non-elite member is going to get a blogging system. And I'm even, listen, I didn't have to, but you're going to get this edit the page option. I didn't have to, but I'm going to. Okay. That's cool too, Ivan. You're going to get this. You're going to get a regular blogging system. I don't know whether I wanted to brand it or not. I didn't know if any branding is needed except this. This is never going to go away, people. This is never going to go away. So just get used to seeing that. Powered by. It's never going to go away. So just get accustomed to seeing it. That's where you got the blog. I can't wait too. Listen, I gotta tell you, you're gonna get a blog system. You're gonna get your autoresponder. All the elite members get everything else on this whole left-hand side. All the elite members get all this. And these things, I'm telling you, it might look small in a list, but these things are very, very, very powerful. And you get the two on the top. You get the Google Hangout. We didn't even talk about that yet. That makes splash pages for your Hangout. Oh, no. I'm thinking about just making it a plain page. I'm thinking about I was thinking about leaving it like this, Ultimate Profits Network, you know, the leaders only blog. I was thinking about leaving that in this footer in there, but I don't think that's too fair. You know what I mean? I want people to have some kind of, you know, choices. So I'm going to allow them to do everything but take this link out right here. You understand? Powered by Ultimate Profits. Because I don't want to leave them standard to just us. You know what I mean? They are paying for a product and the blog is included. They should be able to, you know, do some kind of creative editing to it. You know what I mean? But like I said, you're going to get a plain blog with the editing feature. Now this editing feature is worth its weight in gold. You've seen how easy it is to edit these pages. It's worth its weight in gold. Like I said, if you wanted to see the graphics that we already include with this stuff, I mean, we got, you know, animated arrows. You understand? Like you could just pluck one of them out of there. You understand? You could pluck one of them things out of there and you can close it up. You understand? You can make animated arrows. You can do all kind of images. There's all kind of images, and there's probably going to be more by the time I'm done because, you know, I overdo a lot of things. You know, you could add video to this thing from YouTube. You could add a site map from this thing. It's real easy to do. Say you're in San Francisco, you can actually make a site map. You understand? If you could figure out a way to actually use this, you know, you could actually put, you know, San Francisco in there, Pittsburgh, whatever you want. Put a site map in there to where you're at if you want to give them a little bit of information. And like I said, there's all kind of graphics. There's arrows, purchase buttons, satisfaction certificates, buttons, cash, gift cards, you name it, it's in there. You understand? So if you wanted to do something like that, you know, you can get creative with this thing. You understand what I mean? You can really get creative with the system. So that's all I'm saying. You can get creative with this simple little system. It's going to be for everybody, but, you know, the elite members are going to get some special treatment. That's all. Because we appreciate you, and we want to see you on the next webinar. Since there's really no questions, because, you know, I guess I'm that good again, not tooting my own horn, but I'm guessing that I'm that good in explaining things. You know, we will see you on the next webinar to sort of, you know, sort out the autoresponder deal. And we appreciate you for coming. And everybody have a good week. And if you need anything, just contact me. That's all you got to do. Contact me, one of the leaders that you see on here. Contact the person that invited you to see this thing. And we're going to be off to one heck of a start. listen, give me about 2 weeks and we're going to have something solid within the next 2 weeks. Trust me when I tell you we're that close. Okay? We appreciate you. Thanks. And I'll be processing the rest of no later than noon tomorrow. I'll be processing the rest of everybody that withdrew too. Wanted to let you know. Anybody that made a withdrawal in the last 72 hours, I'll be posting them before noon tomorrow.